Especially on release and in the early game, Fearless Arena is absolutely vital to your progression. So today we're going to go over why you need to be doing this anytime that you can, and why it's one of the best ways for free-to-play players to, creep up on pay to win a little bit. Now real quick before we get into it, I'm going to be making a lot of Etheria restart content, so if you like my style of video, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. And if you want a community or guild to hang out with, as there is a lot of co-op and guild content in the game, make sure to join my Discord, link in the description. So as you can see, we're level 20, and I made a video the other day about the unlock system. So I can't progress in the main story until I reach level 23. Now the worst one by far was between part 2 and part 1 here. I was level 13 at the end of part 2, and I needed to be level 20 before I unlocked this chapter 7. Now that is insane, unless I'm being dumb. The only way I've found to actually get XP is to use your energy, or it's called stability in Etheria Restart. Pretty much 1 point of stability is 1 point of XP. And it does get higher every time, but right now it is 375 to get me to the next level. So I would need to use like over 1,000 energy to be able to get to level 23 from here. So pretty much TLDR energy is ridiculously important and kind of caps your progression in the game. So being able to get these mental stabilizers is insanely important for your progression. Now what I would recommend is that the first refresh every day is only 60 Hydra crystals. The next one is 100. So I would recommend every day to just pick up one of these. I think it's worth it even as a free-to-play to get 100 energy for only 60 crystals. It's one single pull per 100 crystals, so I think like half a pull for 100 energy is pretty reasonable. But there is not a lot of ways to get this energy in the game. I think I've only picked up like 5 or 6 overall, which really isn't a lot. And as you can see, I'm only level 20, so I can't even unlock the next part. And this is a reason why free-to-play and pay-to-win will have a bit of a gap between them, especially in the early game. Because people who are spending and getting a lot of extra crystals aren't going to be as fussed about using it to get extra stamina. So now moving on to the topic of the video, why is Fearless Arena so good? So if we go on, as you can see here, when we go to rewards, just by participating in the tournament 3 times, you get a mental stabilizer, which gives you 100 stability or energy. Now, the other rewards are absolutely amazing too. If you do become the champion once, you get a Sovereign Crown, which is awesome. I'll definitely be trying to get that. And you can also get an Apex prototype. In the other ones, by the semi-final and runner-ups, you get some crystals and a Anima prototype. But the one I really want to focus on, which is absolutely amazing in my opinion, is this mental stabilizer. Now, as this says weekly challenge quest, I presume that these rewards will reset every week. If that is the case, then this is a way for you to get an extra 100 energy every single week just by doing this arena. Now, I will quickly matchmake. I'll see how long it takes. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, on global launch, I presume that it will be quicker than this even. Yeah, that was really quick. Me versus Lely. Again, really doesn't matter what position I come. I haven't been playing much recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if I just get destroyed on the first round. I mean, I can see instantly that he has one of the best DPS in the game, so, it's not looking good already. So it goes through a choosing phase where your opponent gets to choose one, and then you get to choose one. So he is light, max starred level 30. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to win this at all. I'm not sure if in the actual game that there will be a sort of like skill-based matchmaking type thing. Yeah, immediately he has a maxed out DPS. I'm not going to win this match. That's fine. Even losing on the first round will still give me my example that I wanted to use. So let's just quickly pick up you and you. Also, I do want to say that you cannot select a unit that the other person has. As you can see, I would be choosing my Leon right now, but I can't because he already has Leon in his party. So I'm going to have to go with like a level 1 Shadow Sanya. I can actually choose to disable one of his animuses, so obviously I will choose Messiah. I presume he will do the same for me and choose my DPS. So that's his final formation. Unfortunately, he does have a Leon who has the AoE, so he will still win because I can't really combat that. I believe this is auto only, so we just have to let our characters actually do their thing. We can't really input. Oh no, we take turns. Okay, awesome. So I didn't think we'd actually take turns. Okay, so he has frozen my entire team, and yeah, we're all dead. Okay, so that was the end of that then, I guess. That's fine anyway. He's level 27. Like I said, you can't even get to level 27 right now without spending gems to refresh. So that's totally fine. But if we go here, go to rewards, as you can see, participate in the tournament 3 times, 1 out of 3. You just need to do that 3 times. It takes a couple minutes. If you go all the way, you just get extra rewards. It does take longer, but the extra rewards are worth it. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to give a quick shout to that so that people knew when the game came out that you need to be focused on this. The rewards in general every week are pretty good, so in my opinion, it is worth focusing on PvP teams, sorry. This means units like Tiamat and Lingluo are going to be amazing, which you both get for free. Do keep in mind that someone will always get banned, so I recommend having 2 DPS on the team. So try and build your teams around, you know, losing one of your DPS potentially when they ban them. I do think it's definitely worth it in this game to be more PvP focused than PvE. Presumably PvE will always be easier than PvP anyway, so if you have a goated PvP team, you will be able to beat all the PvE content. That is how I would presume that it would go anyway. Yeah, I mean, presuming that these reset every single week, then, you know, being able to get a mental stabilizer and some pulls every single week is going to be a very nice thing. Unfortunately, none of the other PvP modes at the moment give energy, so it is just the Fearless Arena. But honestly, I think that any content that they release that does give us extra energy is going to be something that you should focus on. Again, especially in the early game where players who do spend are going to be way ahead. Like that guy I just went up against there was level 27. I have been using my gems for energy, and I'm still only level 20, so he's definitely used all of his gems to get to level 27. Which I don't fault him for. I mean, it is definitely a way that you could go down. Getting a higher level unlocks new things and means that you can get your characters a higher level than other people. So if you are someone who is going to focus on Arena, I think that as soon as you summon the characters that you want, as soon as you have like a pretty reasonable team to be going, I'm just going to do this in case we get like a 5-star for the video. We haven't. As soon as you get like a reasonable team for the arena, I think it's totally fair that you just focus all your gems on getting the energy refreshes. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I do hope it was helpful, and if it was, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. If you have any questions on this or anything about Etheria Restart, either leave it in the comments or join the Discord and ask me there. If I can't answer it in a message, then I will make an entire video on the topic. But I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. See you.